hear you talking, I can see your lips moving, but I don't know what you said.
So,
cut the video.
You're gonna put all that about me singing it?
No, it's only just recorded.
Cool.
It's getting hot in here.
Joey's taken off all his clothes.
I am getting
Oh,
so hot. I wanna Honda.
That's such.
He's got a laptop on his lap, just waiting for the boys to find him. The boys, my Hondata brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like,
Everything that we do exclusive, make sure that it's all inclusive. I was taught make no excuses. As a man, you can't be useless. Man,
good morning, Tag.
Afternoon.
Yeah, it is afternoon to be fair, it's neither evening nor morning. So, we have a shoebox.
A lawnmower.
A lawnmower powered shoebox. What's occurring? What are we doing? Where are we? Who are you?
What size jeans do you wear?
Yeah, what time do you leave your windows open?
So at the minute we are finally on the floor. New lower control arms have gone on with many new bolts from Honda.
Yep.
I think what else we've done.
Well, I think in the last part of the video we kind of showed that we'd done the arms and this and the other.
Yeah, it was the coilovers had gone on, and then I managed to pick up the lower control arms and the front camber arms. So
yes.
Lower control arms are now on, front camber arms are now on, wideband is in the exhaust.
Yep.
Cable.
We did show, yeah, that massive black cable there. We did show the S300, didn't we, at the end of the video?
So Hondata's in the ECU. I'm just in the middle of routing the cable into the car so that I can then plug the controller in and do the wiring for that. Plug the ECU in and base map it, and then maybe do some quick adjustments up to like, very low throttle up to like 2,500 RPM, just so I can literally pull it 4 units down for an alignment. But I'm probably going to have to do something with the brakes, I think, before we get it on the dyno, because the front brakes are sticking on a bit. I've had a go at unseizing the passenger side front caliper, and it's not happening. So
I've got an idea.
Yes.
Remove the brakes. Don't need them on a dyno.
Well, this is a very valid point. I could.
You're going brake upgrade though, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, a drum to disc on the back and bigger brakes.
Oh, so you're going disc on the back to the drums?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Drum to disc on the back and then bigger brakes on the front.
Okay. What size? Like 270?
282.
282? Okay, you can't really go much more than that because of the wheel
Small
size.
wheels.
Well, 15s, but they look nice.
No, they do. It's nice to kind of have it
on the floor.
Yeah, I've got to put some bits back together in the back of the car from where I was fitting the rear coilovers. I took a load of bits out, and then I'll be honest, I was just trying to get it
done
in one piece so it could be on the ground. So I've got to do that. So I'll get that done, do the wiring for the wideband, and then that's kind of where we are.
So we're literally a plug and an ECU away from base map.
Pretty much, yeah. Once I've done those bits, I'm going to plug the ECU in. I've already built a bass tune for it anyway. Get that on, set bass timing, and then ready to get it aligned and look again on the dyno. Cool.
Okay, so we'll catch up around the time that we're plugging the ECU in, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we're just busy at the minute. It's kind of.
It has been a crazy day.
Kind of get a bit done on this, just so we kind of had a point of starting part 3. But yeah, I'll get to it as quick as I can, and we'll
see what happens. Awesome. See you then.
everything that we do exclusive, make sure that it's all inclusive. I was taught make no excuses. As a man,
Where are we and what are we doing?
So Hondata S300's on. White band's in. Suspension's finished. Things.
And stuff.
Yeah, so basically I've already done the first start, base mapped it, done the base timing, but I'm just going to go through how to do all that. So you follow me over here.
I will follow you. Oh, there's a laptop.
So I didn't think this through very well. I'm going to set this up.
Oh God. All the equipment's coming out.
Yeah.
For those not in the know, that is a timing light. So, tell us what you're doing.
Bear with me, let me just get this on.
Okay.
Right, so lead number 1.
Goes on 2.
Lead up the clamp.
Yep.
Goes on lead number 1.
Positive, negative for power.
Yeah. And then we should be doing stuff, yeah. So, I'm sure nothing's in the way, I don't think it's going to get hot. So, and what we're going to do is we're going to start it up and connect to the ECU. And then once we're connected, we'll lock the timing. On this, we're going to lock it at 16 degrees. So the long and short of it is, once we've locked the timing at 16 degrees, we'll take our timing light up to plus 16 degrees effectively of advance. So 16 this end, 16 on the timing light should equate to 0 on the crank pulley.
Right.
You've got a notch in the pulley which lines up with a piece of plastic on the bottom part of the cam belt casing. And when they're lined up, that is TDC.
Right.
So that's the aim of the game.
It's basically 0 in it.
Yeah, you can time these off the cam pulleys, which I've seen like PFI and Humble and loads of YouTube channels do it. It is fine to do if you know how to do it, but
you'd rather be safe than sorry.
Well, you may as well just do it off the. I mean, me and Phil had this debate earlier when we set it up together, and you can see the marks. We've put a white paint pen on, so it's easy to see. So you might as well just do it this way. Effectively. So, say you're out a degree or 2, you have to slacken the bolts off on the dizzy, there's 3 of them. If you move it back towards the bulkhead, that's advanced. If you move it towards the front, that's retarding the timing.
Okay.
But if you're, say you lock it at 16 and you're only getting to 14 degrees, you're 2 degrees out, you will be 2 degrees out everywhere.
Yes, you know you're 2 degrees out, so you can account for that.
Yeah, so, but I mean, I've seen it, to be fair, I have seen it on some stuff where people haven't set base timing and they might run, say, 35 degrees of ignition, rather than what it would be is actually like 30 degrees because they haven't set base timing. So yeah, we're going to start it up, connect to the ECU, check it with timing light.
Moment of truth. Oh, it works.
See there, we're locked at 16 degrees.
Yeah.
Back the timing light. Up to 16.
Yep.
And if you look right down there,
Yep.
see white.
I can see it, I don't know if it'll come off the camera. There's a little white line, I'll show it now.
See, I think you look at it on the cam pulleys.
There you go, yeah. No, so even here you can't see it on film. Yeah, there is literally a line on either one that's lined up perfectly.
Yes, that's where we are right now.
So that's where we are right now, and that's the base map, yeah?
Yeah.
13.5 AFR.
Yeah, it's on cold start at the minute.
Cool. Everything looks good.
It's something I've got to play with because it's telling me I've got 26 degrees overall, which I definitely haven't, so I'm requesting 16 and a half, I think.
So we're like 10 and a bit out
So
of
I've just
9.
got to check and see if there's like a trim active,
Right.
which I'll have to put back down to 0. Do a little bit of looking into that, but
Sorry, mate?
got to do a little bit of looking into that.
Yeah. So we will resume recording when that's looked into.
Yeah, I've just got to check this out quickly
And we will go from there.
yeah, just sorting a couple of my gauges out because they're in Fahrenheit and they need to be in
Oh, right, okay.
Celsius, so I'm now just changing them over quickly.
Awesome.
R4 LSD, very nice.
I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick, yeah. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Okay, I'ma hit for 20 off a laptop. In a Zoom meeting, making money is my backdrop. Ballpoint base hit harder than a slap shot. Flew out my baby Toda around me like I'm Epcot. Whoa, whoa, I've been doing road on the go, go. Get a bag and flip it, that's for sure. If it's show, show, that was never talk about nothing. Turn it down and go get you some money. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Eyes on the money, my brothers got my back. Streets moving funny, so I been holding strap. Not playing defense, we been on the attack. Plotting and scheming, how we gon' get it back. Designer all on you, but you can't buy the swag. No Miris, those foo-foo, I can see the tag. You can bet if I spendin' this, cause I get it back. I'm 5G, your dollar, I can see the lag. All I ever wanted was to have it all. Got close, never froze, had to risk it all. As a little boy, I wish I was a little tall. Never made the league, I find other ways to let me ball. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it.
Yeah, show him I can still rap though.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we?
All right.
Good.
What are we doing? Where are we? Who are you? Who am I?
So today we are finally getting the little Civic on the dyno to do stuff.
Yes.
Finally.
It's dyno day.
Yeah.
Well, technically it's cleaning day.
Yeah, so we've got Danny over from Motive Detailing, who looks after all my cars and the van. I'll drop a link to his YouTube in the description and his Instagram. Yeah, go check him out. Good guy, does really good work.
You would have seen some of his.
Yeah,
bits and
to be
bobs in
fair,
the video.
you will have seen. Yeah, you'll see. Like, I'll reshare his posts on Insta when he's doing my cars and van and stuff. So but yeah, he's a good guy. Check him out. Does very good work.
So yeah, Danny got half of the car done, the outside, and then Joe was like, "No, it's time to rip it."
Yeah, I've basically been waiting to rip it all week. So Monday I was like, I'm going to tune the Civic, and then it was like, I know it's got alignment. And then Tuesday, oh, I'm going to rip it. No, I'm not. Danny's cleaning it. So
Joe stopped him before he got to the inside and just did the tuning anyway.
yeah, as you do. So yeah, so we're on the dyno today. Obviously full spec will be down in the description too. B20 Vtec motor, skunk 2 stage 3 cams, inlet, 1320 headers,
all of the Honda B20 things.
Yeah, Hondata S300 in the ECU now, replacing the socket that was there.
Yep.
So we previously ran 227
Yep.
at the crank, just under 190 at the wheels.
That was before this was your car, wasn't it?
That's correct, yeah. Before I owned the car, that was what it ran on this dyno. I bought the car not long after.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was what it ran on, like the basic street tune that the engine builder did just to kind of get it half safe. So yeah, just doing
Basically going to be honing.
Yeah, just doing a more comprehensive tune. I mean, I'll probably do most of the tune on the dyno, especially like the the full throttle stuff, and then I'll probably end up tidying the rest up on the road. Just because at the minute I am crazy busy, so it's just easier for me to kind of pick up the rest as and when. I mean, most of the fueling I've checked out on the road in the driving area is pretty decent.
Yeah.
I've made some adjustments to it just to get it a bit more spot on. But yeah, so I will be finishing it up on the road just because time at the minute is not on our side.
Okay, so here is what I'm assuming is the start of one of many rips.
Yes.
That's going to be required to tune this savage little puppy. Right, let's do that then.
Sweet, let's get to it.
Hello.
Hello.
Got a little bit of a humpback situation on the go, haven't we?
Yeah, so we've got a bit of a dip as we move into VTEC. So I've set the rev limit is at 8,700 RPM. VTEC I've set at 5,200. Now, when it was socketed, it was doing, I think 6,500 RPM was VTEC, which I thought was a bit late, but again, very inexperienced with these Hondas, so it was just a guess. And the rev limit was about 87. So
you had about $2 grand of...
yeah, so I've moved VTEC in earlier, left the rev limit as similar, and
Do you think it's coming in too early, maybe?
yeah, that's kind of, I mean, it does drop horribly lean as well, and it drops its timing. It goes from about 28 degrees of timing down to like 23.
Okay.
So I'm just moving some timing in, so when it comes into VTEC, it doesn't drop as much timing, and adding fuel.
So ramming a load of fuel and timing into that
Pretty much, yes. Just so
5,200 sweet spot.
Yeah, so it doesn't, effectively on here, it moves from low speed fuel to high speed fuel. It switches tables. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get the transition, fuel and timing wise, as smooth as possible.
Okay.
And we're going to run like that for a little bit and see what we can do.
Okay, so a few more runs and then we'll catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, love you back.
So yeah, we're lean up top, are we, Harley?
Lean.
What, 14s?
16.
What about down low?
Excessively rich.
What, like 10s?
12 and a half. 12.4.
Well, that's not too
It's
bad.
just a bit all over the place, but
You'd usually run NA a bit rich, wouldn't you?
well, I'm now gonna.
So it looks like 250 is definitely on the cards then.
There's a lot. I mean, yeah, there's a bit where it hits like just under 11 AFR. So there's work to be done.
It's alright.
A lot of work to be done. So
It's fine. It's not bad though. What's the software like? Good?
yeah, I've just got to work out like I'm 100% throttle there. So yeah, I don't know.
Q. Hello.
Hello.
What?
Knackered.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, it is the next day.
It is the next day.
So I stayed late last night trying to work out this dip.
When he realised it was the driver.
No, so I moved VTEC up to 5600 RPM. By putting fuel and timing in, it did kind of smooth it out quite a lot.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
So it got a lot better, just not as good as I wanted. So I moved VTEC up a little bit, moved the rev limiter up to 8900 RPM.
Where's VTEC now?
VTEC's at 5600.
Okay, so still got more than you had before though.
Yeah. So and I've pushed the rev limiter up a little bit as well to 8900. Best run of the night was 252. I've kind of got to a point where I'm slamming loads of timing in for not really much gain, so I've pulled a couple of degrees out, and we're making consistently around 250
Yeah.
and 210 at the wheels.
Yeah. And not very much torque, but that's Honda life, y'all.
Yeah, I think it did like 186 Newton meters before. It's now on 209.
Yeah, so I mean, considering the only hardware change is
ECU.
literally ECU, and obviously the tune's been honed, that's very respectable, I
Yeah,
think, to
23
gain
horsepower.
23 horsepower and, you know, some Newton metrics.
Yeah, she's done
Just
well.
saying a turbo would have gained more.
Well, I have had those thoughts, but because it's built as a high comp NA engine.
This don't need more than 250 brake, does it? Let's be honest.
I don't know. I'll let you know when I've driven on the road.
I reckon it'll be all right. Fun car.
It's one of those. I've had thoughts about doing it, but with how the setup's been done, you're just going against everything that's been designed for. So you might as well, do a case swap,
Might as well lean into
boost
it.
that.
Yeah.
Then you either keep this NA as it is or put something else in and boost it.
Yeah. Fair. So you've pulled a couple of degrees out. Best one was 252, and we stopped at 250 because the timing wasn't working. 2 brake horsepower.
Yes.
Effectively. Is that the end of the saga?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I had obviously a few of us have placed bets. I mean, I was looking around I said anything more than what it did, I'd be happy. 240 was kind of the aim.
I reckon 245, I think, is what I said,
Yeah.
give or take.
Jamie over at Boosted Development, I'll drop his YouTube channel in the description. He bet 238 and 243. He said something is telling me those two numbers, one or the other, dead on.
Yeah, well,
And
he's
he
wrong,
didn't,
isn't he?
didn't do either. To be fair, the first pull on the bass tune I did done 242, so he was close.
Yeah, yeah. So
But yeah,
cool.
no, she's done all right.
The only thing left to do is to actually drive it.
Pretty much. And let Danny finish cleaning the interior.
Yeah, yeah, she'll probably let the valeter finish doing the valeting, detailer. Right, cool.
Awesome.
Well, that ties up.